Earlier, we discussed the definition of parental alienation, as well as identifying its early warning signs in order to protect your child from potential harm. However, sometimes that is not enough. Today, we are going to discuss 9 tips on how to prove parental alienation in court. Welcome to Miles Mason Family Law. How to prove parental alienation in court. When collecting evidence, keep 2 goals in mind: stopping the alienation and reversing the damage. Both involve different levels of evidence gathering. What can a parent do to lawfully collect evidence? Tip 1. Start a parenting journal. Immediately start a parenting journal to record events and observations contemporaneously: date, time, conversation, incident. Consistently document alienating tactics. Did the target text the other parent who did not respond? Document it. The main goal is determining whether this is a parental alienation campaign, so document what the alienating parent is actually doing. Look for behavioral patterns. Do communications show the aligned parent encouraging the child to be antagonistic, oppositional, obnoxious, or abusive toward the target? Do problems occur at specific times? Does the alienating parent keep scheduling child activities during the target's parenting time? Friedman recommends using a communication program designed for split families. These programs and apps date stamp, calendar, and track all reimbursements and documentation. When the client allows attorney access, his or her lawyer can build a timeline to show the court what occurred and when. Tip 2. Save all email and text messages. Communications evidence between parties can be enormously helpful in proving parental alienation. Keep all electronic communications between parents, both email and text messages. Save emails in a folder and as PDF and print them out. Use transfer software to transfer SMS, text messages, and MMS, multimedia messages, from smartphone to PC. Back up to multiple devices in the event the phone gets lost or the hard drive crashes. It happens. The target of an alienation campaign needs to establish that derogatory statements are habitual. First, document the disparaging remark. Then send an email or text message to the alienating parent asking why the child said it about the target, and request an explanation of what was said to the child. The response may be an admission. Silence or failure to respond may also be an admission. Tip 3. Alienating statements as hearsay evidence. When the other parent's alienating statement was learned from the child, can it be used as evidence in court? Understand that almost all statements made to the child outside one's presence are hearsay. With limited exception, hearsay evidence is not generally admissible in court to prove the truth of what is being asserted. However, the child may be able to recount the alienating statement: 1. To the judge directly while in chambers depending upon the child's age, or 2. To a forensic psychologist who may rely on hearsay if accepted as an expert witness in the case. Unlike young children, a teenager could provide witness testimony of parental alienation, assuming the teen has not already been alienated from the target. Tip 4. Testimony from witnesses. Obtain testimony from people who have spent time with the child and have witnessed alienating behavior firsthand. Tell the attorney about neighbors, friends, co-workers, coaches, teachers, church members, youth group leaders, librarians, au pairs, grandparents, aunts, uncles, or others who might testify as witnesses, or alternatively, may have information that could lead to direct evidence. Tip 5. Gather documentation. Pull school and extracurricular activities records showing a positive relationship with the child in the past. What happened to change things? Tip 6. Child's communications. Use the child's written communications. Collect the child's emails and text messages to friends and family. Does the child keep a diary or journal? Use that too. Tip 7. Use social media. Preserve social media evidence. Take screenshots. What did the alienating parent post? What did the child post about the alienating parent's statements or actions? A party who disparages the other parent publicly on social media will also likely do so privately to the child. Tip 8. Take pictures and save scraps. Shoot lots of photographs. Save ticket stubs and receipts in a shoebox. Create a scrapbook. Set up a file system for saving every bit and piece of evidence in the event it is needed later. This is to prove parenting time spent and to counter allegations of never doing things with one's son or daughter. Tip 9. Prepare chronology of child's emotional history. The child's emotional history with the alienated parent is meaningful. Assemble a chronology to establish a timeline showing the loving child's move toward rejection. Use available documentation. List dates, events, and observations in order of occurrence. The realization that parental alienation may be occurring, that the child is being used as a weapon, could come late. Substantial damage to the parent-child relationship may have already occurred. Have reasonable efforts to stop and reverse alienating tactics been ineffective? Has the pendulum swung toward court intervention? Filing an action may be necessary. We hope that this video has provided you some helpful tips for preparing a parental alienation case. To learn more, visit memphisdivorce.com, Tennessee's most comprehensive free online family law legal resource. memphisdivorce.com answers hundreds of frequently asked questions on divorce, custody, child support, and more, with videos. Download our free Tennessee Child Support Calculator app, available from iTunes and Google Play. Check out Miles Mason's author page on Amazon.com. He is the author of 3 books, including Tennessee Parenting Plans and Child Support Worksheets with examples from real cases. Discover all you can learn.